I know I could beat anybody in the UFC at 170. I know that. I say a lot of shit, but it's gonna happen. Just watch. I'm gonna tell you. Watch. I will be UFC champion, and then we're gonna have this call, and you're gonna be like, "You're right."
All right, here is something I never thought I was going to say, but today I am joined by the one and only Dillon Danis, the Misfits MMA champion. Dillon,
the real world champion, not the Misfits MMA champion. The real world champion.
The real world champion. Pardon me.
I already beat Khabib. I already beat Islam. I already beat all of them. So I'm the real world champion.
Well, we'll get to all that stuff in just a little bit.
Yes.
Nice.
I got what you got. You see that? We're both champions here, brother.
Look at that.
Why did I switch? You switched me, brother.
No, not me. Not me. Something you did. You're messing with that. There it is. That's better. There it is. That's the one.
There you go.
It matches
get the belt in the shot sometimes. I appreciate
it. Yeah. You got to get the belt in. Dillon, we got a lot to talk about. I'm going to start off by saying this, though. So this is the first time that we've had like a real conversation. Because
it is.
Initially, it started off with you sending me abusive tweets and talking shit. I saw you at MSG and you were like, you come in my city without asking permission, I'm going to whoop you.
You did check in, though. When I saw you, you did check in. You were like, hey, I don't want any trouble. I don't know why this keeps switching, but you don't want any trouble. You said, hey, let's keep it casual. I don't want to have a fight here and get beat up. And I was like, I got you, bro.
Yeah, no, I was terrified. I was like, it's about to get...
You did throw that little kick that you threw. It was like what was that? A question mark kick you threw. I didn't even know you're freaking your hips to move like that anymore.
Still got it, brother. Still got it. But yeah, that's what I was going to get to. But then the year after MSG pumped into you, we had a little laugh. We shot some like bullshit, fake content, whatever, just for a minute and had a laugh. So it's good to talk to you, Dillon. What's going on, man? I know you're fighting Anthony Taylor soon, right? When's that fight scheduled?
Oh, my God. December 20th in Dubai, so it's going to be the co-main event for Andrew Tate. But, I mean, I didn't want to fight this loser. I didn't even know who he was. It's the same thing they keep doing. I wish I could have him. Do you follow Misfits, though? Do you know who Mams is? He like, runs Misfits? So he's kind of like the Dana White of Misfits.
Yeah.
So I wish I had him in here because people don't believe me, but we had so many names that said no to this, and then they try to, like, outprice themselves. They'll say yes, and then they'll outprice themselves, or they'll say, hey, listen, man, I have 4 world championships in the UFC. If I get tapped by Dillon, like, it ruins my legacy. Like, I'm literally saying this. And so it's just so annoying, man. That's why I want to be in the UFC, because I want to be forced. Oh, I don't want to be forced. I want guys to be forced to fight me. I've been saying this. So that's why it's so frustrating, because I don't want to be Taylor, to be honest with you. Like, I'm just doing it because I'm saying... Actually, it's kind of criticism that you had on me. I need to be more active, you know? So now I'm taking another fight within 2-3 months, you know what I mean? Why not just stay active? Is it worth me not saying no, not be on the card? No, I want to stay active. It's knock a motherfucker out or choke him out, whatever. But, man, we had names. Yeah.
But this guy, he cracked you in the face, though, if I remember rightly, a few years ago, right? A bit of a brawl kicked off. So you've kind of got a score to tell with this guy.
That's the one good thing about fighting. People don't understand. Maybe you understand because you know the game very well. But storylines sell. You know that was a real scuffle, and it does sell. And he punched a lot. He did hit my brother, who's a civilian. He broke a friend that was with me. That's a banker. That's like a very normal guy, and he broke his nose for no reason. Like, the guy was just trying to stop the fight, and like he had nothing to do with anything. He just wanted like his clout or whatever he wanted. So I'm going to make him pay so bad for what he did. Like, he broke this kid's nose. This kid's still paying the possible bill. Like, it's just up. So when I get in there, I'm gonna hurt him really bad. So it is a good storyline. Mm-hmm. I would rather it be a big name. And I know people like get mad at me like, oh, why are you fighting this guy? But I can tell you Masvidal said no. I can tell you Nate Diaz said no. I can tell you another name. I don't know if I'm allowed to say. I said no. We went down the list. Frankie, Edgar. There was, oh my God, there's so many. Sage Norcutt said no. There was Cerrone said yes, and then he disappeared and said no. Pettis said yes, and then he said he wanted 2-3 million. He was like, there's so many guys, man. And then Tony, he wants to box. I actually like Tony after meeting him and talking to him. We probably will fight after this. Hopefully, I'm hoping that I get that fight, or UFC comes. Yeah, so it sucks, but you know what? It is a good.
You just breaking up there a second. Yeah, I mean, obviously you mentioned there about fighting in the UFC at some point, and I was talking to Paul Felder on my podcast about this because I actually would like to see it because you're a specialist. I mean, last time out in your Misfits fight, what was it, 15 seconds you tabbed the guy out? So it would be
6 seconds, but
All right, whatever. It was quick. It was quick regardless. So it was impressive.
Am I breaking up?
Say again?
Yeah. I appreciate it. I mean, he was 1-0 and I was 2-0. I said he was 1-0, I was 2-0, and he had at least a couple 6-7 fights in boxing. So it was an even fight, That was the same thing though. We had different names. This guy was supposed to fight Tony. And then he came up and I said, "Here, let's do it. Come on, just give me whoever. I don't care."
How is the money at Misfits? I know you just mentioned there like $2 or $3 million. I'm not asking for numbers, but like, are people getting paid real amounts of money?
I am for sure, 100%. Like I'm making for this fight against Anthony Taylor, I would imagine more than you made in your title fight. Serious.
Than I made?
Yeah, then in your title fight.
I didn't really get
I'm being 100% honest.
All right, well, good. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you.
No, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, do I go to the UFC because they're going to be, a little bit tricky with the prices? But no, I'm getting paid very handsomely, very, very, very good.
Good, I'm happy for you. You mentioned Andrew Tate there as well. So he's legit fighting. I know he's like the new CEO or something, right? But he's fighting on there. Who's he fighting?
I don't know the kid he's fighting. I think he just wants a little warm-up fight, come in and do what he has to do. He actually bitched out on this one because I beat his teammate. That's his main training partner in 6 seconds. And he could have fought for the belt against me in MMA. He has like 2-3 MMA fights, I think. I don't know. I don't really follow too much. I do like Tate. I do like some of the things he says. Some of the things I don't like what he says. It was going to be interesting at the press conference. But he had the chance to avenge his teammate. You know what I mean? If someone beat your main training partner, you fight him, He took an easy way against some kid from I don't know. I think he was on like one of those TV shows, like Geordie Shore or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Or Love Island, like one of those over there in UK. The kid's a scrub, so I don't know. I mean, Tate's just doing his thing, whatever. But
he
bitched down on that.
All right. Well, to be fair, I mean, you mentioned reality TV shows there, Dillon. You're more of like that kind of guy. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you're a troll online. You're a troll online. You talk. Granted, you've got great jiu-jitsu. You tabbed that guy in 15 seconds. There was clear technique there. Does it bother you at all that because of the way you are and you have fun and you don't take yourself too seriously and you talk shit online and that's the modern way, right? That's just how it is with your generation, if you will. You're a little bit younger than me.
You were like that too.
100%.
That press conference against Luke Rockhold is legendary, and George St. Pierre. So what do you? I mean, you know how to play the game. You know what I mean?
No. Listen, I'm not against talking. I absolutely love it. The question I was going to say though, does it bother you a little bit that maybe you're a bit more known for that side than what you are than you training? Because I just messaged you and you were like, I'm just finishing in the gym. You know what I mean? You train. You're a lifelong martial artist. So that's what I was getting to. Does it bother you that you're more known for the troll side of things, and I mean that respectfully.
No. Listen. Yeah, of course. No, yeah. I think I would say yes. You know what? I would say yes because I have been trying to fight the guys that I want to fight. I know I could beat anybody in the UFC at 170. I know that, and I like talked to Hunter. I even offered to be on the Ultimate Fighter for free and be in that house for 6 weeks, and they didn't take it. So they were scared I was going to go and like hurt someone or do something. I'm like, dude, no, I'm here to fight. Like, if you're giving me the chance, I'm not ruining it. I even talked to Mick Maynard at the last UFC, and he's like, I saw everybody screaming your name and going crazy, like, I'm going to sign you. And then he was like, you're not 185, so it has to be Shelby. So it's just like, it didn't, then Dana doesn't say no. It's just like, it just keeps going and going and going. And then, I don't know. So I was just thinking, just stay active and then see what happens. Because, I mean, when I go to these arenas, I bring everybody goes crazy. They have to put security next to me. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what I'm not doing right. I mean, I'm willing to go into the UFC. I'll fight Kevin Holland. Give me someone easy. Give me like one of these guys, like Dorino, any of those guys. I'll fight. I'll sign in 2 seconds. Whatever. I don't care. I want to do it. So it's just like, it is frustrating. I guess you are right in that sense. But at the end of the day, fans want entertainment. You know what I mean? Like this card has no buzz. Like no one is like talking about it because not one person has even stepped up to even sell the card. I think I sold the card more than anybody on the card, to be honest with you.
You're
Just
talking
talking
about
shit to
UFC
Islam.
322?
Yeah, the one in my city. This is my city. When Dana White called to
King
get
of
this
New
fucking
York.
shit booked, when Dana White called to get the MSG, he had to go through me. So I had to talk to Dolan. So Dolan goes through me. I know Dolan a long time. So yeah, I got that set up. But no one even has a buzz. No one even knows it's happening. You talk to people in the street, they don't even know there's a fight happening. You talk to girls at the club, they're like, what is that? Like, we don't know. Like, they have to do more promoting, I think. And right now, I think they're lacking stars really bad. So at the end of the day, it has to be entertainment. It has to be everything. I mean, you can do everything, but if you can't fight, you can't fight. But I could fight. So, all right, put me in there. Give me a big name. Give me a big card like Ben Askren. Throw me in there. We'll see what happens. Either I lose and everybody wants to see me get knocked out. You get what you guys wanted, or you have a huge star in your hands. So I think it's a win-win for them. I don't know why they wouldn't do it, but you're closer with them than I am. So
yeah, I mean, I don't get into those kind of conversations. I just show up, I do my job, and go about my way. But yeah, I did say that to Felder. I said it is intriguing. I mean, because you do talk such a good game, and you do talk, and you have got jiu-jitsu, and you showed last time.
I'll fight Felder.
You fight who?
I'll fight Felder. I'll make him come back.
Well, Felder's a little bit smaller than you, so
I fight 170 or 155. I fought Logan at 195 because they made me do that. But I could fight 55 or 70.
Okay, I was going to say you're sounding like Jake Paul there, picking on the smaller guys.
No, I can make it.
What did you think about that? Jake Paul fighting Gervonta Davis.
That's ridiculous.
What did you make of that?
It's ridiculous. It's a money grab. I get what he's doing. When this whole, with Jake Paul, this whole thing started because of me and him. The only reason that he's popular is because of me and him. I was, after the Khabib thing happened, I was in a nightclub in LA and they were like, Jake Paul wants to FaceTime you. And he was like, yo, I want to do this boxing thing, whatever. Like, I'm going to call you out. And I was like, what the f are you talking about? I was like, kind of drunk. And then he made a tweet and then I kind of went back at him and then we kind of went at it. And then he did the whole toilet paper thing on the Chop show. And then I started kind of bringing him into the MMA community, and then that's how he started fighting. It was supposed to be me and him when he fought Ben Askren, and then I had my knee was injured, and then he ended up going on, whatever. So it is what it is, I guess. But he's just a money grab, you know what I mean? It's fucked up.
What happened? Just remind me, because I know you boxed Logan Paul. It was a disqualification, right? Why was that a disqualification? I saw it at the time.
It should have been for me. It should have been for me. It was a brawl, because what's it called? His security jumped in the ring, and then just a big brawl jumped in. When his security jumped in, I threw a punch at him, and then the whole brawl jumped in. But in any fight, if a security guard jumps in the fucking ring, that's a disqualification on. Even Chael even said I won that fight, So it is what it is, But now I'm being sued, so I'm still being sued. So
is that still going on?
Oh yeah, it's still going on.
That's
I have a deposition in a couple weeks. What a pussy move, huh? Crazy. Something Luke Rockhold would do.
It is. All right. So I would never sue anyone ever, right?
Yeah.
And I would certainly never sue anyone for the reasons that he's suing you, which is crazy. However, one would say, and I'm not playing devil's advocate, one would say, all's fair in love and war, talk shit about your opponent, say whatever you want, but leave the women out of it, right?
Yeah.
And I guess that would be his justification, but even still, it's a bit of a bitch move.
I understand, but you got to remember, me and him are both not boxers. I mean, you could say he's a boxer. He fought Mayweather. Okay, what are we going to sell? Me and you are going to have the craziest boxing match of all time. No, no one's going to buy into that. There were so many things, and there's a long history of me, Logan, and Jake, and they used to go at my girlfriend and FaceTime her, and they try to say I got a girl pregnant. They used to do all these crazy things, and they don't like their own taste of their own medicine. You know what I mean? They used to call my mom. They used to do all this shit. So when I went at her, and she's a public figure, and I posted everything that was public. I didn't do anything. It's like a porn star being a porn star, and then one day being like, "Oh, I just married a billionaire. Now I want all that gone from the internet." It never happened. So I never said anything bad. I just put what was out there already on the internet that people knew, and I just it is what it is. I can't really talk too much about it because
I was just about to say you're probably already saying too much, because if it is going through the litigation process, number one, it's very expensive, and you got to be careful what you say anyway. So we'll probably just leave that there. But the cost, I'm sure, is driving you crazy.
He's such a it's so annoying. You got to pay the doors with hour, then you got to do this and that. Especially too, he has money. Obviously, I mean, I'm not retarded. He's a billionaire, so you know how those guys are. They'll try to drag it out,
Sure.
just for me to. But it is what it is. You know what? I'm gonna win this case, and then sorry, yeah. So he shook my hand. That he's gonna fight me in MMA, and I think after I win this case, I think he will fight me in MMA.
All right. Well, that remains to be seen. We don't want to spend that whole time talking about Jake.
You got to think about this. Like, if someone talks about your woman like that and you don't knock them out, did you really actually beat the guy?
Yeah, I mean, listen. I guess that was probably your idea, right? Talk about his girl, and then therefore it makes a fight happen, because typically that should. But as I said, we don't want to spend.
But that was after. That was after the fight. That wasn't before. Yeah. I didn't even know who his girl was, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, anyway, I don't know too much about that situation, so we'll move on from Logan Paul and Jake. We don't want to talk about that. There is a big fight happening this weekend, and you said there's no buzz around it. I mean, it's a super fight. It's Jack Della Maddalena versus.
It's not a super fight.
How do you see that fight going down? As someone as skilled as yourself, Dillon, someone with the jiu-jitsu prowess of yourself, how do you see that fight?
It's not a super fight, by the way, because if you think about it, Australians. They never had one Olympic athlete ever win in the Olympics. They don't have any sports. You don't get a college. There's no sports in Australia. First off, okay, so you have a main eventer that's Australian. Okay, first off, he's
they've got Volkanovski, who's one of the best. They've got Robert Whittaker, who's been one of the best. So they've done a pretty good job of making mixed martial artists.
I guess so, but if you think about it, they don't have any sports. Like, there's no major league, there's no NBA there. There's no MLB. There's no rugby. There's nothing.
You don't know about Aussie rules football?
Is that Australian? Yeah, but imagine what our NFL players would do to those guys. Come on.
It's a pretty good sport, actually, but I'm not the biggest sports guy, so I don't know much about it. But anyway, so
and then you got Islam. Sorry, that. People think that he's the best lightweight of all time. Every single guy that he beat at lightweight was a featherweight. If you think about it, he's never actually beat anybody that was a lightweight. Charles Oliveira was a featherweight. He beat him. He beat Volkanovski twice. That was a featherweight. He beat Dustin Poirier, who was a featherweight. And who else did he beat? That's it. So he beat only featherweights.
Dustin Poirier was his last fight. Renato Moicano, right? He's
a featherweight.
Poirier, Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira.
Yeah, right. So they're all
featherweight for a bit.
Yeah, they're all featherweights. They all moved up, but they were featherweights.
The monster version of Charles was at 155. Then you got Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker did
featherweight. So I'm right. Exactly. So Bobby you can't Green, call him the best lightweight of all time.
Thiago Moises, Judoba. Listen, you're going to talk. So you don't see this as a super fight at all. I guarantee the place is sold out. And I wish
that's UFC. You're not commenting?
Nah, not this one. I was supposed to be there for ESPN, but I've literally been all over the world lately.
Yeah, I know.
Going to Qatar next week. So I would have had to fly back on Sunday and then on Monday fly to Qatar. And I was like, just for my sanity, I've got to.
I don't know how. I was going to say, I don't know how you do that.
You
got a lot of beer.
Yeah, no. There's a fair bit, but listen, I'm lucky, I'm blessed, I live a good life. But sometimes
I know, but traveling sometimes mentally will drain you.
No, it does.
But the fight, seeing how it goes, it's a hard one to call, to be honest, because I don't know. If you think about it, JDM was getting beat up by freaking Dorino pretty bad on the ground, and then he got that knee, and then Ball is terrible, so you can't really if I had to put money on it, if I had to put my money on it, I would say Islam. I hope JDM wins. I hope he beats his ass, because obviously I hate Islam. But if I had to put money on it,
why do you hate him?
You don't remember what he did to me after the Conor and Khabib fight when he was punching me in the back of the head?
Was that Islam that punched you in the back of the head?
That was Islam. Yeah, that was Islam. That was 4 times that motherfucker. And he sends me messages all the time, like, "Oh, I'm gonna kill you." Do you remember the punches? Yeah. I posted one on my story actually. He sends me messages all the time. He's here, and like Ali and all them, they're all just little scumbags. Like,
Jake, I forgot about that UFC 229 thing. Because that reminds me when I fought Jorge Rivera, leading up to that fight.
Oh, you remember when you spit on him?
I didn't spit on him. I spat on the floor.
You did.
He's corner, man.
me. You motherfucker, you talk all this shit on me. You on someone in the corner.
Because his cornerman was making videos and talking the whole time. So as soon as I got done with Rivera, I went over to the cornerman. I'm like, you son of a bitch. It's the same thing.
I would do the same thing. I would do the same thing. So you talk this whole game, so I'm a troll, entertainment, this and that. Like, hey, listen.
Yeah, but bro, I stepped in the UFC and I whooped some ass, though.
Hey, well, we had some questionable fights, like Chris Leven's a walking punching bag. You know what I mean? Like, come on, Chris Leven, he might knock himself out walking to the cage, but
hey, Chris the Crippler back in the day, he was a bad man. He had some real power back in the day. So what's the plan? So you beat Anthony Taylor, and then what? You just keep trying to win fights and knocking on the door of the UFC?
I mean, the thing is like I'm not going to beg. You know what I mean? Like I go this weekend. Everybody goes crazy. They want me, please be in the UFC, begging, screaming at Dana. They make chants, they do this. So like, I just don't understand why.
Is that true? Because I feel like we're having a real conversation, but a lot of the time, obviously, you say stuff that's wild. But is that true, though? So when you go in, you get a real good reception from the fans, and people are like, Dillon, what's going on?
Oh, it's insane. It's insane. Yeah. But, I mean, there is people that hate me, too, that throw beers at me and shit. That does happen. I'm not going to say it doesn't. I mean, you do get the guys screaming, like, during the fights, we had guys screaming, like, oh, I'm going to they're not good, like, crazy motherfucker. But, yeah, you get that obviously too. You get the love and the hate, which is good, because you're not, if you get neither, then no one cares about you. You know what I mean? So that means that's bad. But McMahon even said I saw the reception that you got, and I want to sign you. He literally said that to my face. Swear on anything. So I mean, you've been. I don't know. Have you ever been at a fight that I've been at? That one time, when we were beefing a little bit.
Where you were talking shit and you were like trying to get at me.
I was trying to get you to get it.
Hold on, and then you got kicked out of the arena that night.
Did I? I don't know. My memory is terrible. I get hit.
That Ali slapped you, and then you.
He did not slap me. That motherfucker. First off, that story is very exaggerated by Ali because Ali got them pays of whatever. He wants to be the main character. You know what I mean? But I seen Ali. So I never seen Khabib or Islam since that night of the brawl. But I seen Ali. That was the third time. I seen him one time. He was by himself, and he literally did not say a word. He looked at me and ran inside. He was waiting to get someone in. I was walking into a club, and he was waiting to grab someone, but he was by himself, and he ran inside. And when I was inside, we were standing right next to each other. He looked at me, and he ran back upstairs, and he went to Usman, and it was some of his people that managed. And then he tried to act tough. He stayed in there the whole time, didn't do. And then I seen him. Where else did I see him? I saw him somewhere else, right? And he just whenever he's by himself, he gets so scared, he runs away. He literally runs away. And then that night, so UFC came to me and they were like, all right, you're getting heckled too much and people are asking for pictures, so we're gonna take you through the back, whatever, And UFC kind of treats me like shit after the Khabib thing because they think that I'm gonna go out and start fighting everybody in the back and doing all this bullshit. So, but this time they're like, all right, this is getting too crazy. We're gonna bring you to the back. And they were like, listen, if you start any trouble, if you do anything, you are never getting signed to the UFC. This is what they told me. Literally what they told me. Don't do anything. Just follow us. Get us. We're going to go. We're going to bring you to the back. So, of course, we're walking right to the back and Ali's standing right there. And I'm like, okay, do I want to be in the UFC or do I not want to be in the UFC? Because I was like, I'm going to this motherfucker because I hate that motherfucker so much. So I was like, okay, give it a second. And the security was kind of walking and then he's looking at me and he says something and then security gets in the way. And then now he starts acting like he's a big, he becomes a big giant. He's going crazy, screaming. And he tried to jump and slap me. He didn't even hit me. He hit me on the top of my head over the security, trying to act all tough and screaming. And then Usman came out and his brother and they were trying to fight me and security picked me up and brought me out. But he didn't slap me or anything like that. But the only reason I didn't freaking knock him unconscious is because they told me, they said, if you start any trouble, you do anything, you will not be in the UFC ever. They already told me we're going to give you a chance here to go through the back and don't. So I was trying to save my career there. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I probably should have just stopped him, to be honest with you. But
I got to say this because I talked to Ali.
I should have just stopped him.
And he's always, again, I always find him to be a gentleman. And I'll tell you this: his fighters. I know you don't like him, but his fighters, they love him. So he obviously does a great job.
He pays them. He pays them to run
pay
Twitters. No. So he gets one tweet a month, and they had to post one picture of him a month for a certain amount of money. I know exactly how it works. I know everything behind the scenes. So that's why some of the Twitters are ran by him. He pays them to do that, and then they'll be like, "Oh my God, Ali's the best manager in the whole world." That's him talking, and he pays them to do that. They have to post like a certain picture a month. I'm not sure how many, and also too when he gives you a signing bonus when you like if there's like an up and coming fighter who's like, "I'll give you 300 grand to sign with me," and then whatever, if you don't make it, this and that. So he's kind of like a little charlatan. So
all right,
even,
well, we'll agree to disagree on that one because I've spoke to the fighters when
but they're not going to admit it. You know what I mean?
they all love it.
You're telling me that some of those Twitters aren't ran by him?
Maybe they are.
Come on, you know that. Come on, so you talked to those guys before, and then you see their tweets. You're like,
yeah. Maybe. I don't know. Don't drag me into this, Dillon. For check, I got to see these people.
You're just an interviewer, man. You're good.
Yeah. No. So when you
call, you were 2-time champ, right?
Yeah. Well,
yeah,
one-time champ, defended it once and then lost it in the second defense.
Oh, I was at that fight. I was at that
GSP.
Fight.
Yeah, no, it was a performance. I had one eye. I had busted ribs.
That one thing I got to give you credit for. I don't know. Is that real? You actually you fought with one eye?
Yeah, for about 10 fights. But
how is that possible? How can you
It's very difficult. It's very, very difficult.
One thing I don't give credit where it's not due.
Yeah. I mean, look, listen. This is the card we've been dealt in life. This is what we're trying to do. You know what I mean? I'm a fighter.
Doesn't mean that's not impressive.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate
one eye, seeing punches coming from that side,
yeah, it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy, but it is what it is. It's what we do. Right. Well, listen. So what's going to happen this week then? Are you going to the fight? Are you going to be there?
Yeah, I'm going to the fight. I hope I'm a freaking. Well, I don't want to say too much because the UFC is going to ban me from going, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll have some fun.
All right.
Fun. Well, I'm going to watch the fights, enjoy the fights, and I hope that it's a great card. I mean, I love going to the fights. It should be me and Islam as main event. That would be the biggest selling card of fucking all time, and all New York would come out, every single celebrity. So, UFC is fucking up. I don't know. You
got to beat Anthony Taylor, then you've got to get in the UFC, then you've got to work
your way up. For you, you know what I mean? Listen. I don't know, or who else did you fight? I forgot. Man, he's funny. Okay. Who's the easier fight?
Your Wi-Fi is terrible, bro.
Is
your signal's so bad? You're breaking up like a monster. No, it's okay.
I'm afraid of house. Sorry.
Is that your house? Is that where you live?
Yeah.
It's a nice little spot. Where are you? Are you in New York City?
Living good, buddy. Living good.
Living good?
I can't be saying that right now with all these daggies around here trying to murder me.
You got to be careful. Hey, Dillon, enjoy the week.
As some of the guys in the gym tell me.
We'll have to do this again sometime. Enjoy the week. Good luck against Anthony.
100%. I'm sorry about the Wi-Fi.
No, don't be silly. And as I said this, and I got a little bit of shit for saying it because I do like specialists being in the UFC.
Yeah.
I love to see that. And just lately, a lot of the specialists that certainly come from the jiu-jitsu world, it hasn't really been paying off. Like, oh God, my mind's gone blank now. What was his name?
Mackenzie Drake. Oh, you're talking about
the heavyweight. Buchecha is great, but just because.
But he doesn't have a good no-gi. He doesn't have a no-gi. One thing about Buchecha, I'll tell you a little funny story before we go. But ADCC.
Don't be talking about Buchecha. He's a great guy, man.
The owners of ADCC, I don't want to verse this guy because if I lose to him, I'll never hear the end of it because he talks so much shit. So they changed the matches. So I was actually supposed to verse Buchecha in the first round of ACC with that one I fought Gordon. But he's not a good no-gi guy. He's more of like a gi guy. But Hidalgo's played both this weekend, which I'm very excited for. I was just on Hidalgo. I like Hidalgo a lot. That's a very cool for what 3-time NCAA champion against one of the best jiu-jitsu guys ever. I mean, he's more of a gi guy, but still for a grappler, that's like it's a crazy fight. And you know how this one's going to go. It's not going to go to the ground. That's how it always happens.
Yeah, no, for sure. Bo Nickal's probably going to use the rest to keep the fight on the feet, and then we get 2 grapplers swinging it out. Exactly.
Which is stupid because like me, like I'll go and trump card. You know what I mean? Like I don't mind being on my back. Like I have really good submissions off my back. Like I come from Marcelo Garcia. Like so it's a different game. My no-gi game is different than these guys. But no, I say a lot of shit, but it's gonna happen. Just watch. I'm gonna tell you. Watch. I will be UFC champion, and then we're gonna have this call, and you're gonna be like, "You're right." I'm telling you.
All right. Well, listen. Best of luck to you. I hope that happens. And I hope next time we do talk, I hope the Wi-Fi is better. I don't know if it's your end or maybe it's my end, to be fair, but it's been it's great. It's perfect now, but it's been really bad at times. So
hopefully
we'll figure it out. My editor will figure it out. He'll get through it all. Yeah, my editor will.
If anything, we could just do clips too and.
Yeah, exactly. No, my editor will figure it all out. Dillon, I appreciate your time, brother.
I appreciate it, brother. Always good talking to you, brother.
Watch out for those daggies, man. They're going to get you.
Hey, next time you come to New York, just make sure you check in first. Because last time, you had to check in late. Next time, just call me and just make sure it's all good,
I apologize. I'll end the recording.